guys, we're looking at the Farruca Guitar number 1, and we're going to talk a little bit about the logistics of it just first. 4/4 time, so cool. We do have a lot of triplets, so let's talk about the triplets. When you start, you're with the 8th notes, so if this is your tempo, we'll probably start here to practice. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 8th notes will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just like that. Alright, now if we keep this tempo, we have our quarter notes still going, and we're going to add in the triplets. And the triplets are going to sound like this: triplet, 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 triplet. So you see how there's 3 notes in the span of 1 beat, right? Now, in addition to that, you can also say banana. So banana, 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 banana. So in that second measure, you have 1, banana, 2. Alright, just like that. Alright, so let's check out the rhythm on the first line. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, banana, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, banana, 3, 4. Alright, that was a little bit up to the 4th measure. Now let's play it. We have our C sharp on the 2nd fret, and then it goes back down to C natural, back to C sharp in the next measure. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that was up to measure 5 actually, on the 2nd line. And you notice how it has a theme. Bum 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 ba da 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 bum 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 ba da 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 da. So it's kind of like a call-in answer, right? So when you're learning it, think of it in sections like that. So 1, 2, 3, and a little slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 lolly, 3, 4. Alright, so look out for those. Alright, now the next section is going to be a 3-bar phrase. Alright, a 3-bar phrase is a little bit long, but I think we can do it. So when we count it, we're just going to say 1, 2, and 3 and 4 in this measure 5. Alright, and it's going to go on for quite a bit, alright, but the notes are pretty simple, so let's check it out. Starting on measure 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, one more time. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, so it goes on for a really, really long time. Let's look at that first measure. You have just a downbeat of 1. You have the open D. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then the next measure you have a 1 that's going to last for the whole first beat and then go on. Alright, now let's try it from there. This is measure 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, pretty easy stuff. That was up to measure 9. Now after measure 9 we have the piano. It gets a little bit softer, so alright, so that's up to A. And up to A we end on this high note. It's an A on the 1st string, 5th fret. Okay? So we're up to A. Now, rhythms get a little tricky from A all the way to C, alright? So we're going to spend some time there. Alright, so we have a dotted quarter note, so it's going to be 1.5 beats, followed by an 8th note on the upbeat of 2, and then 3 and 4 and. So, at A, this is the rhythm. 1, 2, and 3 and 4 and. Alright, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, go. So we have a lot of call and answer here at A. So let's check that out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so the rhythms are going to stay pretty consistent for the first 4 measures of A. Now after that you have 2 triplets in a row, which is at measure 21. So that measure 21 is going to be 1 and 2 la li, 3 la li, 4 and. Alright, so let's just practice that. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, and then I ended on 22, so you have 1 and 2 la li, 3 la li, 4 and. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let's try it one more last time. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, so measure 23 also has a little bit of funky stuff in there, so let's check that out. Measure 23, 1 and 3 la li, 3 and 4 and. Alright, 1 and 2 la li, 3 and 4 and. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, so pretty easy stuff there. Let's check out B. We have that same rhythm, right? Whenever you see that dotted quarter note followed by the 8th note, it's the same rhythm. Alright, so 26 is a little bit weird too, so let's look at 26. We have a half note, first half note in the piece. 2 beats, right? So 1, 2, 3 la li, 4 and 1. Alright, and then we go back to the regular rhythm that we're at B, that starts B and starts A, alright? So let's look at 26. You have a 1, 1, 2, 3 la li, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Alright, so same rhythm as usual. Keeps on going. Let's see here. The rhythm does not change until 30. And at 30 we have our 2/8 followed by a triplet and then some A. So let's check that out. We have a low E. So 1 and 2 and 3 la li, 4 and 1. Alright, that's at measure 31. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Really simple. 1, try it again. 2, 3, 4. Nice. So now we're at C, and the rest of the piece is pretty simple. Let's play from C to D really slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really easy stuff, not anything crazy, alright? Let's check out D. We have some higher notes at D. From D to E, actually, we have some higher notes, and I think we have a tag at the end. So let's check it out. So we're starting here on the 5th fret, so. Alright, so you got a C natural, and you have a G sharp. So 1 and 2 and 3 la li, 1 and. Sorry, I said 1 and instead of 4 and. So let's try again without me counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, really simple stuff there. So you have that for 2, and then you come in on a G sharp. triplets. So almost a complete repeat of what was just going on. And exactly a repeat. All right, so you're at D, you're gonna play that first line of D just twice, and that's the whole thing. All right, now E. Let's check out E. All right, so we have a 16th note. We have some 16 notes coming up at measure 57. All right, now the way that we're going to count our 16th notes is the way we count them always. So 1, take to 2, and 3, and 4, and just like that. So do it again. 2, 3. We're at 57. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, take to 2, and 3, and 4, and so let's figure out a good way to do that. Alright, so we have the C going to the A, back to the C, and open E. Now if we use our 3 fingers, if we start with our pointer finger and hit this, we have those 3 notes and we can use P, I, M. Alright, so. Alright, and then we go on to the next measure. But we have this A minor formation. So if you just stick here with the C and the A hanging down, you can play that measure real easy. So write a little note to yourself saying that that's an A minor arpeggio starting off that measure. Now in the second measure we have. Alright, we can just keep this G here too. Drop the E at the end of the measure. So we have a E major, E major, here we go. Now if we use P, I, M, A, we can play all of this measure. Alright, so don't be afraid to use all your fingers there. Now we're at 59, I think we have 1, take to 2, and now we have a couple of the triplets over here, and I'd really like to show you how to do those in person, so I'm gonna play it, but we'll not talk about it until you get here. Alright, so you have this hammer on. Let's just talk about it. It'll be fine. Alright, so we have that at 59. So. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to hammer on with your first finger. Alright, and actually I'm hammering on the F instead, or the E instead of the G. So let's check it out. Alright, so you're going to hammer on the G, you're going to pull off back down to the F sharp, and then pull off, or F natural, and then pull off to the E. Alright, so you have that D sharp at the end. We'll talk about it more, but if you want to get with it, give it a shot. Alright, and that's the way it ends. So that's a really hard measure. I really like to talk to you in person. Let's look at 60. Alright, really simple. It's just a repeat of the that previous measure with the E major triad. Alright, so that's a phrase from 59, 60, 61 is a phrase. We're going to talk about that as a whole. Now at the end we just have a little recap. Alright, really simple stuff. Let's play that one more time. 2, 3, 62. Pretty simple stuff. Check it out. We will talk more about it in class. Yeah, if you have any questions, send me a little text.